So now in my head, I'm just imagining meteorites just crashing into Earth and domes forming everywhere.
Hi, we're Yvonne and Jeremy, and we're road tripping around the western US. We've spent the last week in Moab, Utah, and today we're visiting Canyonlands National Park. Good morning and welcome to Buck Canyon Overlook at Canyonlands National Park. I remember Canyonlands very vividly because we kind of accidentally stumbled upon it on a quick road trip with some of the guys a number of years ago, and it wowed me. It just far exceeded my expectations for it. So we're going to be in the Island in the Sky section today.
It feels like a painting. Wow. I just was not expecting for it to look like this. It's like a huge canyon, and there's more canyon in the canyon. So it's really cool.
When we were here a number of years ago, our friend Ethan, while trying to take a picture, fell off the side of the cliff, and thankfully there was a small ledge there, so he only fell, I don't know, maybe about 20 feet and ended up with a few scratches, but that could have gotten a lot worse, so I'll always remember this overlook.
Alright, so right now we're here at the Upheaval Dome trail. I am excited for this viewpoint, the overlooks, because I think coming into Canyonlands, I didn't really have much expectation. It's beautiful here. The canyon is massive. So I think it's really amazing, and I'm very excited for this hike.
So the Upheaval Dome, which you can see these white parts underneath inside the canyon, were actually formed later than this canyon.
So there's two hypotheses. The first one is that this used to be all covered in salt water, and then over time as water dried up, then salt is deposited, and then also over time with more rock and sand getting deposited, the salt is pushed upward, and then it caused this entire dome. But then the second hypothesis is that there was a meteor that crashed onto this area, but then because the impact was so strong that it just vaporized on impact. Surrounding the impact, the rock layers pushed upward to kind of compensate for that impact, and so this formed the dome. Scientists are saying that this meteorite hypothesis is more likely than the first one. So now in my head, I'm just imagining meteorites just crashing into Earth and domes forming everywhere.
So we woke up before 6 this morning to make it for sunrise at Mesa Arch. But as expected, there were a ton of photographers here. We were on track to get here just like a few minutes late, so I was slightly nervous, but I know that the glow on the arch after the sunrise is also very beautiful. So we got here, spent a few minutes with a ton of photographers. The parking lot was completely full. And then pretty much as soon as the sun rose, like 2 or 3 minutes after, people just started clearing out. And by about 10-15 minutes afterward, there's just a handful of people left at the arch. So beautiful way to start the day. After some breakfast and some rest, we're gonna go and hike in the Needle section of Canyonlands. We got here to the Needle side of Canyonlands National Park, and we're not even out of the parking lot yet, and it started to rain just a little bit. I wonder if it's gonna go away. So far, the views here at the Needle section of Canyonlands have been kind of like a mixture between Bryce Canyon and Zion. It's very, very different from the other side of Canyonlands. there are a lot of twists and turns on this path, and so it's really important to look for the cairns everywhere you go.
The sand here is like a nice pink color, like a faded pink. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Okay, so I finally realized what these things look like to me. You know, the rock? I feel like these are like his fingers like sticking up. Do you see it? Okay. If you don't, it's okay. Okay, it's drizzling again. I hope it doesn't rain. Like actually rain. It's actually not that bad. There's a lot of room still. Alright, I think we're going to turn back now because it is actually starting to rain, and look at Jeremy with this.
Hi.
Yeah, we should try to get back before it actually rains even heavier.
We ran into a bit more rain on the way back, but otherwise it was really pleasant and a comfortable temperature as we were coming back. And I would definitely say it's worth it to visit the Needles section of Canyonlands National Park. It's just really, really different from the Island of the Sky section and different from the other parks as well. So definitely recommend it. And with that, we finish our time in Canyonlands, and we'll be back next time with more adventures.